believe that this season of Love After Lockup is almost done? We only have 3 more episodes left, and then the new season of Life After Lockup starts on Friday, October 4th. And this next season of Life After Lockup is going to have 10 episodes in total, and each episode is going to be 90 minutes long. And we now know the full cast of this season. We're going to have 7 couples in total. One of the couples was just announced in a recent trailer dropped by WeTV, and they also dropped the cast descriptions and what to expect this season. Okay, so couple number 1 is Michael and Justine. And Michael and Justine finally made their big move from Pennsylvania to Las Vegas. They brought along their big blended family and, of course, their little newborn baby, Manhattan Barbie. But she's not going to be the newest addition for long, because Michael and Justine are pregnant with their 9th child. Like, when are they going to stop? Are they just trying to have like a whole damn basketball team? If they got the money for it, though, and they can handle it, that's their prerogative. I saw the trailer, and in the trailer, you see Michael confronting Justine about having more kids, and she's like, I don't want any more kids. And then they just drop this tea that they're expecting another child, so I think that scene's just setting them up to announce that they're expecting another one. Since Justine was saying she wasn't really trying to have any more children, I wonder if this is going to be their last, or if they're going to try to have even more after this. Like, with their luck, I wouldn't be surprised like they try to have another kid and then they're pregnant with like quadruplets. And now let's talk about the second couple, and that is Kirok and Brittany. When we last saw them, they were engaged after he proposed to her, after they went skydiving. They're living their best life, and during this season, we're going to see them make some big changes. They decide they're going to move to Texas, and it's not just going to be Kirok and Brittany moving. They're also bringing along Kirok's mom, Tammy. I wonder what that means for Kirok's brother that we saw struggling last season, because last I knew he was living with Kirok's mom unless he decided to move out. And I guess right before they decide to make their big move, they receive a phone call that changes everything. And I wonder what that phone call is about. Maybe Kirok or Brittany's probation or parole officer didn't approve them moving to Texas. And then they showed a scene in the trailer where we see them getting married. I'm sure they're going to save their wedding for one of the season finale episodes. And then they showed Kirok and his mom really going at it, arguing with each other in the trailer. I want to talk about some updates that we've seen on the cast that we know outside of what they shared. Michael and Justine, I really don't know much. It seems like they are pretty careful not to post any spoilers. And the same with Kirok and Brittany. All I know about them since their last season is Kirok claimed he finally got signed with some company for his music, and I don't know how much he's been doing with that. And he was trying to promote himself to start like getting club appearances. And I know him and Brittany were unfortunately robbed about a month ago when they were visiting friends, and they were surrounded by armed men who ended up robbing them. I hope they're doing better since then, because I'm sure that had to be traumatic as hell to go through. And now let's talk about the third couple. It is Bianca and Daniel, and I was not expecting them to be returning, but I guess they are. And we're gonna see Daniel's family leave Arizona, and then we just see Bianca and Daniel left alone with no family or friends, left to their own devices. And then Bianca and Daniel are apparently going to start arguing a lot, because Bianca is starting to feel like the life she's living in Arizona isn't what she was hoping it would be. She was expecting for him to give her the world and treat her like a princess after she up and left everything behind to be with Daniel. And she's complaining because she feels like she's not getting what she deserves because she's yet to receive a ring. She says that their sex life is underwhelming. And she said that Daniel won't even lift a finger for her or even get her a cup of coffee in the morning. This obviously answers the question, is Daniel gonna go to the halfway house? I mean, if he's at home with her and not getting her a cup of coffee in the morning, it's very obvious that they're living together. I'm not even really buying the whole halfway house storyline. I feel like it's just a way to stir up drama up until he gets out of prison. And it's obvious they're living together because on Instagram they're constantly posting together and she's commenting under his picture saying, "Come home." They just posted a video on Instagram together the other day where they were at their apartment making a little prison cake together. So it looks like they're still going strong. And the next couple we have is Melissa and Louis. And at the time of filming this season, Louis has been out of prison for 18 months. And Melissa feels like it's time for them to take their relationship to the next level and get engaged. So she has been pressuring Louis nonstop for a 2-carat diamond ring. But Louis' mom, Donna, thinks that he's moving way too fast. And Louis out here allegedly working multiple jobs to try to provide for Melissa and save up for her engagement ring. But Melissa's getting pretty impatient. I see both sides. I see Melissa's like, okay, we're pushing almost 2 years that you've been out. Where's my ring? But at the same time, she has to be realistic about who she's in a relationship with. Louis just got done doing 10 years in prison and he is working at a pizza shop. You know, I'm sure that he's just making enough to pay the bills. And especially for a 2-carat diamond ring, that's going to take some time to save up for. Like, she's got to give the man another year or so at least if she wants to get what she feels like she deserves from him. I don't know much about rings, but I was trying to Google like 2-carat diamond rings, and the cheapest one I could find was $4,000. But they're also on a reality show, and now that Louis on Life After Lockup, every Friday when these episodes premiere, he's going to get paid, and I think he just needs to take a couple of those TV paychecks and just go ahead and go buy her the ring. The next couple is Zaria and Troy, and now that Troy is home from prison, Zaria wants to hit the ground running, and she's determined to get him in the loop with all her business affairs. So he's introduced to her nonprofit, Project Heal, and it's an organization that she made to help provide support for people who have been incarcerated before. But Zaria is keeping a secret about their business. I wonder what the secret could be. And you know, they're also about to start selling their little weed gummies that they've been advertising. She said they were going to launch at the beginning of September, so they should be launching any day now. And next we have Kimberly and Joey. I feel like they're going to be giving us a lot of drama this season, just from what I've seen in the previews. And I guess after Joey ended up getting released from prison, they were having quite a time getting adjusted to life together in the free world. Joey was trying to step up and play stepdaddy to Kim's boys. As Joey spends more time with Kim's son, Kason, he starts to sit there and think to himself, you know what? This boy looks just like me. He acts just like me. And then he suddenly convinces himself that one of Kim's boys is his. He's like, yep, that's biologically my boy. That time we hooked up before I went to prison, yep, I bet I got you pregnant and I bet that's my son. But Kim doesn't really feel comfortable going through a whole DNA test because she doesn't want the boy to become confused. I believe this is Kim's son who is in question. and this is Joey. And I'm just not buying it. I don't think they look alike at all. And Joey has some strong Abraham Lincoln looking features, and I just don't see that in Kim's son. And I think that he's just getting his head too much about this. I mean, that would be a crazy plot twist if it was, or it would be a crazy plot twist if they did take a DNA test and Joey or the suspected father wasn't the father. But I don't know. I guess we'll see if they do take a DNA test or not. The seventh and final couple that will be returning is Tenny and Rob. And they are trying to get used to navigating their new life together. And I guess Rob's mom starts to become a major problem in their marriage. Rob's mom's name is Kate, and Kate believes that Rob has left her behind to take care of Tenny and her children. So we are going to see a jealous mama this season, and Tenny and Kate come to blows at his welcome home party, and Rob feels torn between his wife and mother, and Rob begins to dream about having a baby with Tenny, and Tenny had to raise 2 children as a single mother, and she's not sure she wants to risk going through that again. Can they move past Rob's mama drama, and will they be able to compromise when it comes to deciding if they want to have a child together? So that is all we can expect for this new season of Life After Lockup. You know, one thing I noticed, usually when I do these kind of videos, I have a lot more to say about what's happened since these last couple seasons, like on social media or things that may have been leaked and came out. But a lot of these couples I really don't know much about since they're last on. And it seems like WeTV is picking the couples that make sure they keep their mouth as tight-lipped as possible. But that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about the cast for this new season. Are you looking forward to it? Who are you looking forward to the most? Who do you think that they should have just not brought back at all? Let me know in the comments below. Check out my lashes at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.